Alright, hello everyone, happy Wednesday. For this video here, it is based off a shell that I found. Was it really a shell? It's not an actual build, but you know those random EA kind of background builds in the world of Copperdale? I saw this cafe. Well, I'm assuming it's cafe considering that there was a coffee sign on the front, but yeah, I really wanted to try and replicate them as best as I can, and then again with limitations, whatever items I needed to use in order to replicate the shell was the only items I was allowed to use, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think I wrote down, I have a paper here, oh yeah, of a list of the packs that this cafe used. It was obviously base game, dine out, get together, cottage living. I wrote acronyms, so I'm trying to figure out. Discovery University, high school years, what else? Laundry day, get to work, snowy escape, and there's one with the acronym BN, but I can't recall what it is. It was probably a game pack, but it's a total of, let me see, 2, 4, 6, 10. So there's 10 packs using entirety of this build. It's just what I needed to, like I said, whatever needed to replicate was what I was allowed to use. I couldn't find the wall decal that the original build had with that red writing. I don't know if it was available. Not necessarily like not missing out on anything because I don't have it, but definitely that was not there. Also, I couldn't do the the framing on the half walls, so that was also different. But yeah, so quite a few packs were used to do that shell. Like I said, that was the one in high school years, so yeah. And I did try to make it as exact as I can with sizing. Obviously, yeah, I wasn't able to see the scaling, so this is an estimate. I feel like it is maybe a bit wider, but that aside, I felt that because it's so small, or such a small build, it was kind of hard to work around with the layout. I'm happy with what I ended up with overall, or in the end, but it was definitely a struggle trying to make it work because it's a bit of a tight squeeze. At times it felt that way. I also, you'll see me change later on. Originally this is like a 30 by 20 lot, I believe. I ended up switching out to a 20 by 15 lot just because the build itself wasn't taking much space. So I figured, if I was going to use a big lot, I would have to work more on the landscaping and all that stuff. So I figured just swapping it over to a 20 by 15. I used the lot in, what was it? Evergreen Harbor. I used one there. One thing I didn't take into account is if you guys do down this lot, when you put it down, there's going to be the angle and the way it's facing may be a bit off. But that aside, I hope you guys I hope it's not too bothersome. But yeah, also I got the tool mod back. I'm really missed it. I didn't realize how much I missed using it, and yeah, definitely very helpful. What else should I say? Also, I never seen what is it? I don't think it's Gilmore Girls. I could be mistaken. I can't recall. There's one that cafe. I know Laurel or something like Lauren. There's one of the characters. I don't know, but I kind of thought of that show, even though I had never seen the show. It just kind of gave me that small town cafe vibes. So I definitely wanted to bring in that with the interior. So it definitely well, at least for me, when I think of small town cafes, I think of, warm color palettes, lots of wall decor. Even though I kind of shied away from wall decor, I probably could have added a little bit more, but yeah, I just kept it pretty simple. So yeah, and oh yeah, here's the lot that I ended up switching it to, because like I said, the other build was just a bit too, I don't know, to make the space, because it's already small enough, it just made it feel a bit too, I don't know why I say that too, but it made it feel a bit, like smaller, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, while this world, I'm not necessarily, like, may have not been the best fit for it at first, I ended up, like, it grew on me at the end. I also went ahead and added, I think greenery really helps, some plants really help liven up the build. I did those, like, tree gates, I'm not sure what they're called, I just call them tree gates, but, just added some, like I said, life, because the surrounding area is very gray, and I'm not sure why these, like, surrounding lots were not loading, they're just random gray blocks, but yeah, that aside, I think this pop of color really helped brighten up this very cold concrete world. And yeah, also figured with this outdoor seating, just because the interior is so small, there's a total of like 12 like seats, no 14, because I did little 2 bar stools. So I figured adding a outdoor patio or seating would definitely be a nice touch. And then here on this side, it is where I put the trees. Like I said, I felt that it needed some life or signs of life. But yeah, all in all, rather, it was a very easy build. Like, I'm looking at the the recordings I have. None, like, the longest is like a 12-minute. While this did take me the span of like 2-3 days, considering the time that it took me to actually put this together, because I did here, as you see, I am gathering the items up ahead of time and then placing it down, just so it makes it easier for me when editing. But yeah, I was surprised to see how quickly the video came together, because it's only less than 10 minutes. We'll set aside the video toward the end, but yeah, that's the one thing when I don't know what to build, I usually try to go with smaller builds, like this 20 by 15 lot, just because I figured, since it's smaller, obviously I'll have less to do, but that's not always the case. I feel like the smaller builds are always a bit harder, just because you have to work around with floor plan stuff, so that's the challenge with that. But overall, like I said, I really like the layout. It's very simple. Wish I would have made it more like that show. Again, I don't know what it's called, but I wanted that vibe, like, to come across, that warm, small town, local cafe. But yeah, alright, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll let you guys check out the video tour, and yeah, see you guys Friday. Take care. Bye.